This, I think, is like should be like our banner story, because I thought this was a great story. And
why does this not surprise me?
What's that?
I said, why does this not surprise me?
So this is so good though, because a lot of people didn't catch the second half of this story,
right?
And this is why I wanted to cover it. So this headline ran: Nikki Sixx says new Motley Crue music has been described as powerful cross between country and hip hop. And to Blabbermouth's credit here, they kind of went into the weeds with previous comments and like kind of debunked it a little bit. So Nikki Sixx says that the upcoming music from Motley Crue has been described as a powerful cross between country and hip hop. And people were all shitting all over this like for days. So I love how they start with this too. They have to like put this, the 65-year-old Crue bassist who is.
I didn't realize he was that old.
I mean, Crue, like,
he's older than my mom. They were huge
when I was in second grade, so
he's older than my mom. All right, what does Uncle Nicky say?
So, okay, who's chief songwriter took to his account on X, the platform, formerly on Thursday, April 4th, to write, presumably with his tongue firmly in his cheek, new Crue coming up right around the corner. People who have heard it say it's a powerful cross between country and hip hop. Now, the date was April 4th, but I thought this was an April Fool's joke.
Yeah.
This past January, Motley Crue guitarist John 5 told the Metal Voice that he and his bandmates are continuing to work on fresh material. We're writing songs and a new song will be coming out soon. He said, it's really great and I'm super excited and I can't wait. Regarding the musical direction of the new Motley Crue tracks, John 5 said, oh, it's heavy, great songs, heavy, great songs. I would say you could easily hear this off the Dr. Feelgood album. In December, Motley Crue drummer Tommy Lee told the Desert Sun about the 3 new songs he and his bandmates recorded with Bob Rock. Wait until you hear it. It's insane. It's not a full album, but that might be down the road a bit. We're always writing and doing stuff, so that's always a possibility down the road. But we just went in the studio not too long ago and recorded 3 insane tracks. One of them is called Dogs of War. We're just finishing up the video for it. For those jonesing for some new Crue, people are going to bug out. John 5 is playing on it. The guitar work is incredible, and it sounds sick. In September, John 5 told Meltdown of Detroit's WRAF radio station about the new Motley Crue music. I don't know when it's going to come out, but everything is a plan. Everything is mapped out and structured, and everything is we're going to do it here and there and blah, 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 blah. So the songs are recorded, mixed, and mastered, and they're good. I can't wait for them to come out. They're so good. I'm really excited about them. So the follow-up to this story was Nikki Sixx blames the media for reporting his joke about new Motley Crue music, which is an interesting way to frame it. I mean, based on the stuff that Blabbermouth put together, it was pretty clear. It's pretty like all the other band members have kind of spoken about how it sounds. So it sounds like someone picked up that comment. I mean, I don't know where the comment came from or if he just tweeted that out as a joke, but let's read what Loudwire has to say. So, after sharing a post on X claiming that Motley Crue's new music was a powerful cross between country and hip hop, that was the headline. Like, that's all he had to say.
Right.
And everyone's like, oh my God. Nikki Sixx has come forward mocking the media for reporting. And I love this. This is why I love this story so much. For repeating what turned out to be his blatant act of deception that it took many fans for a ride. Like, no offense, Loudwire, but like the way that you're framing this is if, oh, poor people who were duped by Nikki Sixx's cruel joke. The people that were duped by it were like the people that ran it as a story, you know, without kind of like contextualizing it or reading previous comments about how heavy it was, right? Which is why I give Blabbermouth credit for kind of providing that context, because they led with the salacious headline, which can you blame them? You know, they need to get clicks. But then at least they like kind of debunk, like they're like, here's what all the other band members have said the shit sounds like, you know?
Right.
The band has been working on new music with guitarist John 5, and it appears fans will hear it sooner than later. New Crue coming up right around the corner, Sixx shared on April 4th. People who have heard it say it's a powerful cross between country and hip hop. However, now fans cannot be certain which part of that statement is true, if any. Like, that framing is just hilarious to me. Like, that mean man. Sixx shared a follow-up post on X on April 6th, clarifying that he was just making it all up regarding the musical direction of the forthcoming Motley Crue music. Media running with a joke about new Motley Crue music just shows how they can be unprofessional and irresponsible. Sixx cried out. Did they hear him cry that out? Like he's like, "Hey, the media!" Oh. I just if you're good with words, like the way you frame these types of things, some people don't even think about it. They're just like, "Oh, what a bitch! He cried out." Acknowledging the falsehood of his own post, 2 days earlier, fans expressed utter confusion while commenting directly on his post that described the new music. So I wanted to show this. Ha ha ha! Good old media, not cross-checking sarcasm. And this is from what, April 5th?
April 5th.
So the next day. So then, always keen on mocking the media, he believes the media just saw an opportunity for clickbait to sell ads. Probably not wrong. He said, "This stuff always makes me laugh," and then made another comparison to the band's new music. It has not been verified whether Sixx was also joking about that music being kind of reggae EDM. Of course he's joking about that too. It's perhaps better to assume that we here are two of Sixx's responses, the one I just showed you, to the widespread reporting, which quoted his words directly. Media running with a joke about new Motley Crue music just shows how they could be unprofessional and irresponsible, but they probably just saw me. Stuff always makes me laugh. Anyway, our new music is actually kind of reggae EDM. So yeah, I thought that was good. It was like a troll move on his part, but funny.
It would have been really funny if they like went and like just recorded like a 20-second clip to like put on social media or something.
Oh, yeah.
Something just crazy and random.
Just like they're like, yeah, it's featuring Jelly Roll or something. Like do something. They're probably friends with Jelly Roll, so they could probably totally do something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I thought that was pretty funny because Motley Crue just Motley Crue is one of those bands that like I liked them when I was in my hair metal years,
Yeah.
And they still have some bangers that I'll go back to, but like overall, after a while, it was kind of like, have you ever heard? Okay, there's this band called the Dead Milkmen. Have you ever heard of them at all?
I think you've told me about them before, yeah.
They had this song called Bitchin' Camaro, and it was kind of like making fun of like 80s like metalheads to some degree, like the dude with the mullet that has a bitchin' Camaro.
Yeah.
And it's like, I guess my point is like that's kind of like how I always saw Motley Crue. They're like the bitchin' Camaro band,
Wasn't there always like a comparison, like who's better, Guns N' Roses or Motley Crue? Like weren't they kind of on the same level? And
we played a clip a while back of I think it was Tommy Lee telling a story about how Guns N' Roses tried to outdrink them, and then like
that was a while ago, I think.
Yeah, and they like took a picture of them like teabagging him, basically.
Yeah,
and I was laughing because I was like, well, obviously Guns N' Roses hadn't discovered cocaine yet. It's like that's why they're passing out. That's why Motley Crue could outdrink everybody.